In this video, I'll be going over everything we know about the next update in GTA Online and why it could be that police DLC. I will share with you guys about 7 or so things that we have learned over the last couple of weeks, all of these hinting at this next DLC. And we'll start with the unofficial hints and the unofficial teases first. So yesterday, we got a hint from a really reliable Rockstar insider. Of course, if you've already seen that video, you know what he said, but he posted on the GTA forums this sentence. I also think it will be interesting talking or in response to like next DLC posts. And then he said, but yeah, let's not talk about it. Nobody would want to get arrested. In context, that last line makes absolutely no sense, so that got this discussion started. Nobody would want to get arrested. Well, who arrests people? The cops. What have we been wanting for the last 5 years in GTA Online? A cop DLC. And the fact that this person knows people, has sources inside of Rockstar, it's very interesting that he said that. But other people that are reputable also came out and mentioned this as well. Fun2 here, another reputable leaker, sarcastically posted this: "Cops and crooks, you guys are funny. Is that a joke? Next update will feature mansions and will focus on your social life. It's more like The Sims. The love professor will make an appearance and take things to the next level." And then at the bottom, he does put /s because that is sarcasm. So he is sarcastically saying us believing cops and crooks as the next DLC is a joke, which kind of hints it's the next DLC, or at least he thinks it's the next DLC by stuff he's finding in the game files. And then also a really reputable member of the GTA community. This is a staff member on the GTA forums, but this person has hinted at DLCs before they do come out. Mach1 Bud said, "What happened? What did I miss? Sorry, I went to jail for a couple of days and haven't been able to get on the forums." Another mention regarding a Cops and Crooks DLC. And for those that are new to GTA Online, this isn't anything new, this sort of behavior. Last year, before the Casino DLC came out, a bunch of this staff on the GTA forums seemed to know of what the DLC was. They knew the casino was coming before Rockstar even announced it, and they would tease it in their sentences. They would say stuff like, "Man, you're really gambling by saying that." You know, they would say and hint at a casino. So this same thing seems like it's happening this year, hinting towards the cop DLC. But those are just 3 people. What do we have that is official? Well, number one, and I've said this and shown this to you guys a number of times now, in the new Gerald missions Rockstar put out about a week ago, Gerald texts the player, "Word is, we got hard times coming. Way I see it, we got to make bank before hits the fan. You down, I'll text you." By itself, I mean, that's a little curious, but by itself, it's nothing too big. But he does mention hard times are coming. What compounded this curiosity, though, was on the newswire when they released these Gerald missions, Rockstar, in their words, put this: "Word on the street is that a serious downturn is about to hit the black markets of Los Santos." And that was the whole theme of these Gerald missions, that some sort of problem was going to arise and like hard times, I guess, would be coming, or a serious downturn would be coming. And mind you, in none of these missions was any of that sort of addressed as far as like the end of it. Like there was no, GTA Online is still normal, so there was no serious downturn yet. Although apparently in the game files there are still, I believe, 2 remaining Gerald missions, which could answer this question. You can see Fun says it's likely we'll get the remaining Gerald missions this week or the week after. Well, the week we're in, we haven't gotten them. So tomorrow, if we don't get them, then I think these Gerald missions become more interesting because, you know, if these final 2 missions come out and they answer this question, then there goes sort of that theory. But what I think's happening is they took those last 2 missions and they're gonna tie those in with the next DLC. If the next DLC, like these teases and hints are suggesting, is some sort of cop / state of emergency DLC. But that's not all of the official stuff, because last December, I believe, City Morgue, a somewhat hip-hop group, they're sort of like a metal rock hip-hop group, like it's kind of some strange music, they posted on their Instagram this, at Rockstar Games Summer 2020, with a picture of the Rockstar logo and their logo, meaning that in some way, shape, or form, they were collaborating with Rockstar. And I'm not going to play any of their music because of copyright, but if you just go Google them and just take a listen to some of their songs would fit in some sort of state of emergency style DLC. It just has that sort of vibe. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, well, is the next DLC a state of emergency DLC or is it a cop DLC? But my question is, why can't it be both? Because they both fit with each other. Gerald, in the official information, is hinting at some sort of state of emergency DLC where there's some sort of downturn and like economic crisis maybe in GTA Online. While the leakers are saying potentially a police DLC, I think those fit perfectly with each other. But that is not the only thing, because the final thing I want to show you guys might be more interesting. Rockstar has shown in the past that they're not afraid to take some of their earlier titles way back from like the PS2 era and incorporate them into GTA Online. They did this with Smuggler's Run. That was a PS2 game, I believe, and obviously they added it as a DLC in GTA Online. Well, look at this. There's a PS2 game that Rockstar published called State of Emergency. And read the description. This is straight from Rockstar's website. State of Emergency is a man against the mob arcade-like fighting game where you are a member of an underground resistance movement dedicated to liberating your people from the oppressive corporation. Use hand-to-hand combat, weapons, and anything you can find on the street. Hundreds of people are rioting as you fight for freedom. Be careful. So maybe I'm just looking at this too optimistically, but it might sound like this next DLC could be like the DLC we've always wanted, where there's 2 sides. There's 2 different maybe factions, if you want to call it that. There's sort of like the rioters that, you know, you're the criminals, right? The people we've been playing. But maybe they've added the cops, the police to it, to this DLC to be the good guys. So if you want to help out, you could go that route. Ultimately, look, this is still all just some speculation, but there are a lot of hints, a lot of clues pointing that some sort of hybrid police / state of emergency DLC is coming next. Let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts on this, and how would you like to see this sort of DLC in GTA Online? I'm curious, because I know you guys come up with some amazing ideas. Also, another thing to think about is, what if Rockstar start teasing the next DLC in GTA Online, much like they did with the casino? If this summer DLC is coming out maybe in June or July, maybe sometime in May, we'll start seeing some of those hints in GTA Online. So we might have to start looking out for some minor changes. And if you guys spot anything, for sure, let me know. As always, though, if any other news comes out, I will, of course, let you guys know. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button to be notified when I upload my next video. But thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.